Happening. It's me again, Honest Dave. Coming to you today with a video I think is very important, mostly for young boys. What is a good age to give a kid a knife? Boy or girl? Well, that's a gray area right there. Some people think you can start them off, like that. Some parents, they don't want their kids anywhere near knives, which I think is a stupid idea. Because a knife is just like any other tool. They are very useful, but it does require the right knowledge. Teach your kids knife safety. Alright? Because it's inevitable that a kid is going to cut themselves. Alright? But if you teach your children how to handle a knife and how to use it right, it'll be a lot easier for them. Give them a starting chance to realize, that's a bad idea. That way they hurt themselves less. So I really don't have an answer to what the right age is to give a boy a knife or a girl a knife. But I think a safe age is around 10. That's just me. I think that's when boys and Boy Scouts can start going for their whittling chips, I believe. Somewhere around 9 or 10 years old. Which I think is a good thing, because they still need them. I've had a knife since I was 12 years old. I still have the thing too, good lord. And I know some people think 12 years old, that's late. Well, I didn't need one yet, because I really wasn't trusted with knives. I wasn't very safe with them. Because I really never got the knife safety talk. So I kind of had to learn, as I went. Don't get me wrong, yeah. I still handled knives. Be anything from a butter knife to pocket knives. I think my grandpa was probably the most influential person when it came to me and knives. He always had this old little Stockman he always carried with him. When we'd go camping with him, we'd always beg him, Grandpa, can I use your knife? I want to whittle. He'd always watch us, make sure we didn't hurt ourselves. He taught us the basics of knife safety. So my grandpa was probably the most influential person for me when it came to knives. My dad helped me out a lot too. Taught me the do's and don'ts as well. Dad kind of gave me more of the talk on larger knives, you know what I mean? I remember he had this big old K-bar slip joint. It was a good sized knife. I love that damn thing. Also, my dad was the main reason I got into pocket knives. And really got into them. I liked them before it. But it was his Buck 110 that really got me into knives and loving them. Unfortunately, what happened was I saw this old thing and had a snapped off tip. So he pretty much just said, it's broken, I'll just get a new one. So I thought, I'll send that back to Buck. See if they can do anything with it. And they did. They reground the blade, reprofiled it. But whatever happened, I mailed it off to my dad, and it got lost in transit. Which was unfortunate. I really wanted him to have it back. You know what? Accidents happen. But the main thing, like I said, folks, when you're giving your kid a knife, don't think you can just hand them a knife and say, here, use it correctly. You got to teach them what to do. You got to teach them the do's and don'ts. And that's pretty much the most important thing you can do for a kid. I know my nephew for his 5th birthday, he wants a pocket knife. Which I'm not for or against. I think the right one, I think it'll be good for him. We're thinking about starting off with a fake knife or like a dull one. So I'm thinking about that Spyderco Dragonfly made out of wood. Maybe a CRKT wood knife. Both good choices. Easy, they won't hurt themselves. You can teach them how to use them and teach them how to put it together. And I love that idea. And I figured, you know, instead of starting off the boy with some cheap M-Tech stuff, you know, hell, start him off with Spyderco. Get him done right. So you start them off like I am right now. Spydercos. I mean, to me, they're just the best of the best. Or if I want to go a little cheaper, like I said, I might start them off with the CRKT one. And CRKT, to me, they're probably one of the best budget blades out there. Actually, it's kind of a lie. I wouldn't call them the best. They are on a tie right now. Because Buck makes some great budget knives as well. So what do y'all think? What should I get him? Should I get him the CRKT wood knife? Should I get him the Spyderco wooden Dragonfly? Let me know in the comments down below. But before he gets it, you know, he's getting the speeches, you know, being taught how to use them, the do's and don'ts. His daddy's doing a good job too. Very proud of that boy. So, guys, you know, like I said, I ain't got an answer for you on what the best time is to give a boy a knife. But to me, it's always the parent's choice. But for it to be a good choice, you gotta teach the boys right. Alright, guys. That's all I got. I know this video is kind of random. Kind of went on a little tangent, little rant. But that's just kind of who I am. Alright. Well, guys, it's been great talking to you again. See you whenever. Bye.